Hello guys. So I've been sat around there all this time, yet you decide to come and talk to me when I'm leaving.
Okay. Well, if you're going back for me, you're under arrest for section 4A public order offence.
Just give us your camera.
I've got a minute.
We'll explain the circumstances.
Listen, all I'm going to say is, do you guys really want to do this?
Have you ever wondered why auditing content is on the rise in the UK? Well, this is exactly why. It's not about antagonizing the police, it's about transparency and accountability. Because if they're willing to carry out an unlawful arrest with a camera pointed at them, how far will they go when no one is watching? The man who's about to be dragged into custody handcuffed is the auditor from the channel Auditing Yorkshire. He was filming at Hull police station, and just as he was packing up to leave, these 4 fluorescent clowns showed up, armed with 2 stones in each hand.
Do you guys really want to do this?
Yes, we do.
Right, you're arresting me for what offence?
Section 4A public order.
Public order for what?
Just
Taking
listen.
pictures?
Just listen while my colleague gives you a caution.
Hang on a minute. Are you body cam one? Are you recording? Right, can you identify yourself, please, all of you?
PCU 692.
PC 1823.
870.
Sergeant.
1823.
1823.
Yeah. Put your hands to your back then.
Is this really necessary?
At the minute, we don't know if you're carrying anything that might harm us. We don't know anything about you.
Oh, that's a fair.
Can't see your face, so just out of precaution.
All right, let me just let me just speak. That's a fair comment. I'll let you have that.
All right, yeah,
but I don't have anything what's going to harm you.
Everybody says that to us, don't they, mate?
And I'm actually just going to go in lobby because it's a beautiful lobby.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some because I ain't got any stills. I'm going to take some stills.
The circumstances for why you've been arrested.
Am I being arrested or being detained?
Been arrested. I've just said the caution.
Arrested?
Yeah.
Well, what have I done wrong?
Did you hear the caution?
Section 4A public order.
Do you know the caution again, or are you?
Well, what have I done? Tell me what I've done.
There's been a member of the public who you've apparently been shouting at and calling him a muppet.
Right, I'm up it. Yeah, and
you caused him alarm and distress.
She's very upset about it.
Right. Well, I'm gonna be straight with you guys now.
Don't forget you're under caution.
You're under caution.
I can feel you shaking. I can feel you shaking. Calm down. Calm down. You are shaking.
Right, you've got your rights.
I'm going to tell you now.
Should we go into the office?
Calling somebody a muppet.
Before you go in, mate, I'm just going to turn your camera off. Because obviously we're going
calling somebody a muppet does not come on.
Before we get into what happens next, let's rewind the tape to show the encounter that led to Theo's charges.
I'm really shocked there, guys. They didn't even get a boo. No boo to no goose. No boo to... I'm not pointing it at you. What do you mean? What are you swearing for? Shut up, muppet. Shut up, muppet. Shut up, muppet. What are you going to do about it, muppet? Because you got a 70 plate Merc, you think you're better?
As you can see, whoever that complainant was, she never appeared in the shot. The auditor never approached her, nor did he try to escalate the situation by approaching going toward her. In fact, as the footage suggests, she was the one who initiated an aggressive interaction with a man who was simply minding his own business. But now let's talk about what happened once he was arrested. Auditing Yorkshire explained in another video that he was placed in a hot holding cell, still in cuffs. They refused to let him remove his hood or mask, or even give him water. He remained in the cell for 45 minutes until the custody sergeant in charge finally refused to continue his detention and released him. That sergeant knew what was coming, and indeed, it came. The auditor sued Humberside Police and won a settlement of £1,000. But then the question lingers. If it's the taxpayers' money that pays the wages of officers willing to abuse their power, and it's the taxpayers' money that covers the settlement for those same transgressions, is compensation really accountability? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And now, let's tackle the case ahead. If you thought this one was bad, the next one is 5 times worse.
What are you doing here?
Just filming.
Huh?
Just making a video.
Okay, so this is private premises up to this. Is it? So if you go and stand over there, you can. You're welcome to video.
Where does it say it's private?
I've just been told it's MOD premises and private premises.
There's no signs up.
Huh?
Implied right access. There's no signs up. It's a
Well,
public
apparently
place.
it's private land.
Who pays for it?
Doesn't matter who pays for it.
Taxpayer pays for it.
Taxpayer pays for that. That's military land. You still can't go
Right,
there.
okay.
Okay, let me just double check.
This is Inspector Norman, and in just a few moments he's about to make a huge mistake. But first things first, the cameraman is the laughing auditor, and boy, will he be laughing. He was filming outside New Scotland Yard when the Met Inspector decided to take out his anger management issues on him.
You're going to tell me that it's private land, not one single sign saying such. So that gives me absolute authority to be here as an implied right of access. Not forgetting that this and them are funded by us, by the taxpayer. So I have as much right to stand here as anyone else. You know that phrase, you're not above the law? Hey,
So this is Met Police property.
Is it?
You're welcome to be on that side there.
Okay.
Beyond that spinny sign there is MOD property.
Is it?
So they don't want your video in there.
Where's your sign saying that?
I'm telling you, you doesn't have to say. If you move off, that'd be great, thanks.
But you've got.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay.
So you've been ejected now as a trespasser,
Okay.
which we've got the right to do. So move away from here.
Move away from here where?
Onto the pavement.
And if a trespass is a civil matter, isn't it? Trespass is a civil matter.
Doesn't matter, we can still eject you as a trespasser.
So you're going to put your hands on me?
If you don't move, yeah.
You're going to put your hands on me if I don't move?
Yeah.
Don't grab my phone, don't grab my camera, sorry for that.
The inspector not only grabbed hold of the auditor, he also turned off the camera. And given that there were zero legal grounds for such an interaction, he was neither removed nor detained. And this is what followed.
Absolute tyrant. This is what we pay for. See, this is why we come here, to shed the net and the light that these are. Look at what's going on at Charing Cross. Look at what all these officers are doing, and this is how you treat a member of the public. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Sorry?
What do you think about that?
About what, sorry?
About the way that he's act as police force. No wonder he's a risking getting put into special measures. He's a joke, the lot of yous. Here he comes, the tyrant. You're going to identify yourself now?
Goodbye, sir.
Can you identify yourself? Because you failed to identify. Tyrant.
As the old saying goes, those who laugh last, laugh best. Due to trespass of persons and the trespass of property, he launched civil proceedings against the Met Police and won a settlement of £5,000. But this case also raises the question of who is actually being held accountable. As part of the settlement, the Met Police did not accept liability. Therefore, there was no admission of guilt and no pressure to change this kind of behaviour. But while the laughing auditor managed to walk away with a £5,000 payday without getting cuffed or seeing the inside of a cell, that wasn't the case for the next auditor. This is Brett Chamberlain talking to Sergeant Ben Atwood, and this interaction shows exactly how the police make their tyranny look legitimate to those who don't know the law.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what's happened.
Well, I filled up my car with fuel, and I've offered to pay with a £100 coin,
Right.
and they say that they won't accept that.
No, they're perfectly entitled not to do that.
You think so?
Yes. Okay, so what they're asking you to do, or what you need to do, is to provide your details so that you can get in touch at a later date to make a payment.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to do that.
Okay, well if you're not prepared to do that, then we may consider that actually you're doing this dishonestly.
There's nothing dishonest about. There's nothing dishonest about coming to the pump.
Yeah, because you're
Hang on.
Yeah.
I won't interrupt you if you don't interrupt me. It's only fair, yeah? There's nothing dishonest about me coming to the pump, selecting pay cashier, filling up with diesel, then going to the kiosk and offering to pay with a coin of the realm.
That's not legal tender, as in something that they will accept.
It is legal tender.
No, it's not. Not in the way that's a collector's coin. That's not something that they have to accept.
Well, I don't think you're correct about that.
Right.
Have you researched it?
So,
Have you researched it?
I'm telling you now, that's not something that they have to accept. They don't have to accept any tender. Okay.
Is this your sort of area of speciality? Have you researched
No,
it?
it's
Have you
not.
kind of rung up to find out exactly whether you're accurate or true or not about it?
Are you going to give them your details?
No.
Okay, so this isn't the first time that you've been in trouble for not paying at a petrol pump, is it?
Well, I've not been in trouble.
Yes, you have.
What's trouble? Define trouble.
Okay, because we have a record of a previous incident where you failed to pay.
No, I've never failed to pay.
Okay,
I've always paid.
right. So why will you not give them your details so that they can get in touch with you to arrange payment at a later date?
Because what they're after is they want me to fill out a form which is called a no means to pay form.
Yeah.
But I have got means to pay.
No, you haven't got means to pay.
I have got means to
No,
pay.
you haven't.
You can't say that you're failing to pay when you've offered to pay with a coin of or note of the realm.
Right, so how do we propose to resolve this?
Well, they need to take my money and then give me £40 change.
Well, we've got no idea whether it's real or not, have we? That could just be some shiny bit of metal that you've made at home.
Well, it could be.
So-
I've done a good job though, you must admit.
That's not my point.
Okay, but you shouldn't really come along and take the assumption that Tesco's is right without having established the facts. You're sort of assuming that a member of the public is wrong, and that the country's
resolve things as quickly as possible. And my view is that you know perfectly well what is a normal means of payment when you come and draw fuel. Yet you have intentionally come with that coin, drawn fuel, and you know that that's going to cause an issue.
Well, I didn't know it was going to cause an issue.
You do know that, don't you? Let's be honest about this. Just wait there, please.
Before commenting on the sergeant's lack of professional composure, let's break down the legal context first. This is a purely civil matter where both Brett and the officer are, in a way, both right and wrong. Yes, the commemorative coin is legal tender, meaning it can be used in court to settle a debt. And given the UK's freedom of contract, it could technically be used in commercial transactions as well. However, since the establishment neither explicitly allows nor forbids this method of payment, it falls under the same legal discretion, and they can choose to reject it. The key point here is that the debt had already been created. The creditor, in this case the petrol station, has the right to refuse that specific form of payment, but cannot then sue for non-payment. This principle exists to prevent creditors from indefinitely refusing payment in order to pursue other terms. This was a civil matter, through and through, something the sneering sergeant didn't seem to grasp.
So here is what is going to happen. Either you are going to pay for your fuel correctly, or you are going to fill out their civil recovery form so that you can arrange to make payment at a later date, or I'm going to arrest you for bilking.
What's bilking?
Bilking, making off without payment. You've got to the point where payment is due, you're now refusing to make payment, therefore I will treat it as a criminal offence. So how would you wish to proceed at this point?
Well, I have got means to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to fill out a civil recovery form as you
Okay,
put it.
right, so what's the means that
What
you're
was the
going
option
to pay?
2?
So option 1 is either you pay, option 2 is you fill out the form, option 3 is that you get arrested.
Well, pay.
No, you pay with legal tender that they will accept.
That is legal tender.
No, they don't have,
But if it's a £50 note and he said, oh look, we don't accept £50 notes because there's lots of forgeries,
Exactly.
would you be doing exactly the same thing now?
Yes, so if you go into a corner shop and try and pay for a penny chew with a £50 note, they are perfectly within their rights to refuse that sale.
Yeah, of course they are, but this is different because...
No, it's not different.
No, it is.
You have offered a form of payment that they will not accept. The principle is exactly the same.
Well, if you arrest me, it'll be a wrongful arrest.
Yeah? It's not. It's a lawful arrest because I've explained the situation and I've explained that I believe you're doing this for
Are you a
dishonest
sergeant
reasons.
or an officer?
I am a sergeant.
Right.
Okay,
I reckon...
so my point is also that coin is not worth the face value of it. It's not legal tender in such a way that this shop has to accept it as being valued at £100.
Okay, so it has... Hang on.
Short of the mark.
No, I'm not. So it is got a face value of £100, so it is worth £100.
It's not.
Well, you say that, but the Bank of England, the House of Commons, the state, all the institutions that came before you say it is, right? But you say it isn't, right? Now you say it's only worth whatever you say it was. Interestingly, I don't know if you've looked at the price of silver, but that's probably worth about £48 in silver. Hang on, I haven't finished yet. So that's £48 in silver.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, how much is a £20 note or a £50 note worth in plastic? What, a penny or two? Right, so this has got a face value of £100. It's got the legislation that makes it worth £100.
Yeah.
Right, they've offered that I can take services and then pay for it afterwards, which is called invitation to treat. Yeah, I'm offering to pay with a coin of the realm.
No, you're offering to pay with a coin that they're not willing to accept. Therefore, the onus is on you to make alternative payments, arrangements to make payments.
I don't think so. I think that's incorrect.
Okay, that's fine.
But I reckon before you arrest me and waste my time, you ought to check to make sure it's not an unlawful arrest.
Another unit, please. This chap's about to be arrested.
Well, how can you arrest somebody for refusing to pay when they're offering to pay with a coin of the realm?
Because you're not offering to pay with payment that they can accept or will accept or have to accept. No.
Now, interestingly, you said that you've done some research on this and I've done this before.
Yeah.
Well, what was the outcome of it last time?
It was no further action.
Why was that then?
I don't know.
Well, how come you've got a record of that?
I'm about to let you drive off from here.
Well, how come you got a record that I did it last time, but you haven't got a record of the outcome?
Why? Because I haven't got time to look at that right now.
But you have got time to arrest me and deal with all the paperwork that'll be involved in that.
Yep.
So that's just abusing your power, I think, because what you're trying to do
it's
is you're...
power proportionally. These people here are trying to run a business and you are making life extremely difficult
No,
by
I'm
being
not.
obstructive in how you're going to pay.
No, I'm not.
You're being difficult and now you're going to pay should be the slogan for the Police Abuse of Power Convention. But this is the part of the video where I sincerely start to doubt this sergeant's reasoning capacity. He himself admitted that the coin was legal tender, which by definition is a legitimate form to settle a debt. Even if the establishment chooses not to accept it, as they are rightfully allowed to do, the attempt to make payment had already been made. Therefore, the element of dishonest intent to avoid payment, which is required for the criminal charge of making off without payment, was not met.
So what has now become, what was going to be a perfectly routine trip to a petrol station is now going to take you hours.
So you can't make up rules as you go along.
I am not making up rules. You're the one that's trying to make up the rules.
I'm not.
I've explained to you that this business does not have to accept what you are offering as legal tender. Just because it's legal tender, they do not have to accept it.
Right now then, if I offered the £50 note,
Yeah.
right,
They
would it,
still don't have to take it.
and would it be theft if I don't come up with another way?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
Because I'm
that's-
offering a coin.
I'll tell you what, I'm only here to enforce the law, I'm not here to decide. I just suspect that an offence has taken place, okay? So I'm not convicting you, and you're refusing, you know, to cooperate with me any further. You're refusing to resolve this situation by giving these people your details, so therefore you
No, I don't,
give me
because
no
what
option
you're
but
trying
to
to
arrest
encourage
you.
me to do is not to give them my details,
Yeah.
but to fill out a legally binding form. You're actually encouraging me to fill out a legally
Absolutely.
binding form,
Yeah.
right? That would be detrimental to me.
Why? Because you have to pay for your fuel just like everybody else
No.
in this petrol station.
No, because you're forcing me not to use cash. It's exactly the same as
No,
you.
I'm forcing you to provide the legal tender that this business is willing to accept.
But it's not for them to pick and choose. Which,
It is,
which
absolutely.
No, it's
if,
not.
If they will only accept payment in Pokemon cards, that is entirely up to them.
Yeah, but they need to state that on the pump, right?
Yeah.
When I take the fuel, they
You
need to
and
say
I
payment
both know you
only
are
in
trying to pull
Pokemon.
a fast one,
I'm not
don't
trying
you?
to. Well, you shouldn't be threatening to arrest me
Yeah.
because of their preference as to what type of note or coin they accept. That's ridiculous. Please just check that it's a lawful arrest. I don't think it is.
I believe it is.
I don't think it is, and I've got an ace up my sleeve as well, which I'll pull out
Okay,
when the
what's
time
the
comes.
ace up your
No,
sleeve
I'm not
then?
pulling that out. I don't see why I should have to spoon feed Tesco the specific legislation as to what's lawful and what's not, and neither should I have to spoon feed the police as to what's lawful and not. You know, it's for you to police the laws that you know are factual, not to go kind of picking laws willy nilly and then trying to arrest people basically under threat, because that's what you're really trying to do, trying to sort
my
of
point
make me
is
fearful
that
of
the
the.
shop is not legally obliged to accept your coin.
They are.
So the onus is on you
They are.
to... No, they're not.
They
I
are.
don't know where you've read your law from, but you are wrong, my friend.
They are, because listen, the whole point of cash and legal tender is that you cannot be successfully prosecuted for non-payment. I think we've...
So what's this ace you've got up your sleeve then?
Well, I'm not telling you until you wrongfully arrest me.
Right, okay, fine. I'm intrigued, I have to say.
What you're suggesting is that you're going to arrest me based on the opinion of a Tesco staff member.
No,
Whereas another member of
arresting
staff
you
might
based
have...
on my suspicion.
suspicious.
I'm sure with the amount of time this gentleman has spent here, and the fact that other colleagues are aware of the fact that we have been here for half an hour,
Nah, 16 minutes.
I'm sure if he were able to take that coin, he would have done it by now. Okay, so I'm arresting you on suspicion of making off without payment. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something on which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be within the evidence. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay, so my intention at this time is to take you to Exeter Police Station, where you will be put into custody. The reason for that is for the prompt and effective investigation of the offence and to confirm your identity and your name and address.
Right. Okay, well, I'll play my ace now.
Go on then.
Tesco's head office already said they'll accept these coins.
Okay.
The fact that they haven't gone round and told every single branch, yeah.
So do you have proof of that?
Yeah, I do actually, but not with me.
Okay, if you give me the proof now, then this gentleman might view it differently, but unless you give me the proof right here, right now, you will be coming with us to custody.
Okay. Well, I've got a letter from head office, but it's at home.
Okay, well, in that case,
How about...
this will be our part of the prompt and effective investigation of the offence.
Well, it'll be unlawful arrest, won't it?
Not at all.
In complete disregard for the law, the sergeant went through with the arrest and the so-called investigation, which only proved unfavourable to his theory of dishonest intent.
You made a comment with words to the effect, and I didn't write it down at the time, however I will go back and get the recording, that this has happened, I've done this several times, and it's never got this far, when we were talking about you paying with the coins at the garage. What did you mean by that statement?
Well, in the same way as when you go shopping, you pay for the goods. I've paid for the goods many times before like this.
Like this, as in with
those
£100
coins. In fact, I've spent thousands of pounds at Tesco, Tiverton, in the petrol station using those coins. But it just seems ridiculous that I've been arrested for using Queen's money.
So when was the last time you went to Tesco's in Tiverton and used a £100 coin as payment?
Well, I do it 2 or 3 times a week. Simple phone call to them would establish that they accept those coins.
So why, if you tell me about the letter that you had from Tesco's.
I spoke to Trading Standards and said that it's a breach of contract. The agreement is that I take the fuel and then they accept the payment, and they refuse to accept the payment. So Trading Standards suggested that I write a letter of complaint and send it recorded delivery to Tesco head office. So I did that, and Tesco wrote a letter back saying that they do accept those coins. And I've shown you a copy of that and sent you a copy of it.
Why did you not feel the need to go in and speak to them first if you knew from experience that there may be a problem?
Because I've already established with Tesco's head office that they'll accept those coins. I don't need to. It's their responsibility to contact all of their branches and tell them that which coins are legal tender in the UK. Legal tender. So
I'm not arguing that point. I'm not arguing the law point. I'm simply raising the point is that you foresaw, and I put it to you that you did foresee because you previously had issues with this.
Yeah, but I've ironed it out. So
that there may be an issue. Why did you not feel the need to go and do that before you drew the fuel?
Because I've got a letter from head office saying that they accept those coins.
From this point in the interview, it becomes clear that the officer had no interest in discussing the law, because the law was not on his side. There was absolutely no criminal aspect to be considered here. Yet one thing the police will never do is admit wrongdoing. The interview lasted about 40 minutes, during which they also seized 3 of his coins to determine if they were genuine. Once the investigation was said and done, they mailed him a letter stating that he would not be prosecuted because it was not in the public interest and there was no victim, since Tesco did not want him prosecuted. However, they still claimed that they believed he had committed the crime of making off without payment. So not only did they unlawfully arrest him, they also made sure to accuse him of being a criminal in a very passive-aggressive and petty way. Of course, this insult was met with justice. Brett took legal action against Exeter Police and won a compensation of £5,000. But let me ask you this, how do you put a price on abuse of power? What is the monetary worth of being bullied by tyrants? Well, this next auditor will find out that it's definitely not enough.
I'm busy.
I'll ask you again, can I ask you what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm busy, mate.
Yeah. Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm piloting an aircraft, mate. You'll have to leave me alone because you're endangering the welfare of an aircraft.
Right, that needs to come down now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm asking you to come down.
What, by law?
Bring it down now.
By law?
You're filming within a police station. I can't have you doing that.
Why?
Because I can't.
Why not?
So bring it down, or else I just take the device off you. It's up to you.
Oh, well, that's a bit serious, isn't it?
This is the auditor from the channel News Now Yorkshire, standing in front of Ossett police station, filming and flying his drone when a shoot first, ask later kind of cop showed up.
Bring it down now.
I'm bringing it down.
Bring it down now.
Look, I'm waiting for the cars to pass. It's not safe. Whoa, what was that for? What was that for?
At the moment I'm detaining you,
Okay.
potentially, on terrorist offence.
Okay, okay. Go careful with that, mate. It's expensive, that is.
Fine. Yeah. Thank you.
no need for this.
Why are you filming a police station?
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? I'm filming the police station to make a video.
Of what?
Of the police.
Doing what?
Working.
You can do that outside a police station.
I am outside a police station.
What I mean is, don't patronise me. What's your rationale for coming here?
Do I need a rationale?
You do, yeah.
Well, do I?
Yeah, because potentially you may be committing offences
Well,
under
I'm
the
not.
Terrorism Act.
Well, I'm not.
And that's what I need to establish
Okay, will you
by
establish
asking you
that?
questions.
Establish that then.
Who are you?
Terrorism legislation doesn't give you the right to my name.
Who are you?
Terrorism legislation doesn't give you the right to my name.
No, but if you're committing offences and I don't know who you are,
yeah,
then I can arrest you.
What
and
offences
then
have I
we'll
committed?
work out at the police station.
What offences have I committed? You're twisting the cuff.
I'm not twisting the cuff
You
at
are.
all, I'm just holding it.
What offences have I committed? None.
That's what I'm trying to establish now.
Well, establish that then before you put cuffs on me.
No.
Bloody hell.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know who
and
you
I
are.
can't have you running away.
I don't know who you are.
I'm a police officer, you can clearly see that.
I'm a member of the public, you can clearly see that.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. You think this is funny?
No, buddy, honestly, like, if we suspect you committing an offence, we just need to find out who you are.
Yeah, but what offence do you suspect me of committing?
You can't be, it's a restricted area, you can't be flying a drone or... Has he been flying a drone?
Yeah.
Of course I can.
No, like, you see all this, like, so that sharp stuff on the fence, all
Yeah, yeah.
stuff over there,
Yeah.
so people can't get inside.
Yeah, but you don't own the airspace. Can a plane fly over the top?
That's a little bit different, isn't it?
No, it's not, it's exactly the same.
It is a little bit.
No, it's exactly the same.
Authorisation.
I had authorisation yesterday by the
From
Civil
who?
Aviation Authority to fly over Ellen Road, and that's exactly what I did.
What is it you're doing with drone around here? You're just having it fly about? Or what?
Flying, taking some pictures of the police station. You guys coming and going. All that good stuff.
Is there any reason?
Because I make videos about the police.
Oh, right, okay. Any reason you make videos about police? Is it?
Because they pay me to do so.
It's what, sorry?
Because they pay me to do so.
Oh, who do?
Google.
Who, sorry?
Google.
Google pay you to do so?
Yeah.
Alright, what kind of videos are you taking? Do you like write reports on it?
No, just you guys getting on with your job and then put that on YouTube and then they pay me.
Right,
So your name, who are
What's
you?
your YouTube?
What's your name?
PC Calvo 5822.
Awesome, I'll be putting a complaint about you.
What's your YouTube account?
I can't tell you that, mate. Not while he's here. If he takes a cuff off me and leaves, then I'll tell
I don't know
you.
who you are.
I don't know who you are.
I've just told you who I am. I need to establish who you are.
Well, you won't be.
Yeah, this guy's refusing to give us any details. He's just saying he's filming the police because he wants to, and he's going to continue filming the police.
Correct. Can you ask him not to twist the cuffs? Because he's pressing down on them now.
He's just got
No, but he's really leaning on me and pressing down on them. It's hurting. I asked him already once, and he said he wasn't, but he is. He really is now.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just letting you know.
He's not.
Just so you know, because if you saw someone harming a member of the public, you should stop that. And he is really pressing down on these
I'm not
cuffs.
pressing down on him at
He
all.
has. Look at stay at my wrist.
Well, individual use of force is to the officer.
You're not supposed to hold the middle of the cuff anyway, because it's adding pressure onto an already disabled joint. Yeah, you're nodding because you know.
Well, in fact, it's not, because let me tell you, right? You can use that as a weapon. If I let
No one's
go.
listening to you, mate.
You're just very rude, are you?
So are you. He called me a clown as soon as he got out of van. Some clown filming police station. That's what he said as soon as he got out of
Correct,
van.
I did.
And he wonders why I don't want to talk to him.
You are a clown.
You're a clown. You're a sausage. You're a straight sausage. You are.
So what you're telling me, that if I were to let you go, you're just going to continue filming with the drone? Is that what you're telling me?
That was my plan, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Maybe I'll go sort my wrists out now at the doctors.
At the doctors?
Yeah, because you're still hurting them.
I'm just holding on to them. I don't want you to use them as a weapon.
I'm not going to use them as a weapon. I'm no threat to you.
I don't know who you are.
Well,
so I can't check you out.
I'm trying to alleviate your concerns.
No. Well, you've told me nothing that
Well, I've told you that I'm not a threat.
alleviates my threat.
I'm told you that I'm not a threat. I am
Nothing at
allowed to
all.
be here. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not committing any offences.
Well,
I'm trying to alleviate
at
your
the very
your
least,
concern.
you're breaching the peace, because
Breaching the peace.
There's members of the public that potentially could be in danger with what you're doing.
No one even knew I had a drone there
Doesn't matter.
until you tried to hit me with your van and then call me a clown.
If there's no aviation breaches, then we're going to go breach of peace, because it's going to continue to do it and potentially put members of the public at harm.
I'm not. I've been trained to fly this drone safely.
You haven't told me who you are, so we can't check you out.
You know, for us to check, like, if you have a license to
Yeah,
fly
yeah.
drone, is that what you have?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, is your name on that license?
Potentially.
potentially, right. You tell me you tell me you're a member of the aviation authority or
Did I? I never said that.
And that you've signed up.
I never said that.
You seem to have more knowledge than me.
I do. That is correct.
Oh, you enlighten us then. You educate us.
I don't want to educate you. I charge for my services, and you can't afford me.
So have you got an operator ID number?
Yes.
And what is it?
Are we talking about terrorism or are we talking about drones?
Talking about drones.
We're talking about drones. So why am I still in handcuffs? If you want to uncuff me and we want to have a conversation, there is, you know,
you're still a threat to me because I don't know who you are.
I'm not a threat to you. I'm not a threat to anybody. It's ridiculous, mate. You come up to me, tried to hit me with your van, called me a clown, and then put cuffs on me. Said I was a terrorist. And now you want me to help you out.
I said you were a terrorist.
And educate you.
I said I've detained you
under terrorism legislation.
Believing you potentially could be or committing terrorism.
Right. Well,
offences.
to use terrorism legislation, you have to reasonably suspect that the person you're dealing with is in fact a terrorist. So you reasonably suspect that I am in fact a terrorist. No. So then take the cuffs off me.
I'm shaking my head in bewilderment.
Well, why? Because you're bewildered that I know so much about the legislation?
No, you've read something and it's not true.
I've read lots of things on legislation.gov.uk.
Well done. Well done. You need to tell me your ID number and your name, please.
Under what law? Under what law says that I have to do that?
Right, I'm just going to lock him up for breach of peace.
Okay.
Right, you're under arrest on suspicion of breach of the peace.
No
You don't have to say anything but may I need offensive. Do not mention one question. Something which you later will on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to search you.
Yeah.
Okay. Under section 32 of PACE.
Okie dokie.
Let's go.
Yeah, cheers.
Please don't twist them like he was. See how gentle that is? Look at that. Brilliant. It's so unnecessary, this.
You're right, it is.
So why are you doing it?
You're not giving us your name. You're saying you're going to continue with the drone.
There's nothing wrong with flying a drone. And I don't have to give you my name unless I've done something wrong.
Nothing screams corrupt cop louder than an officer who keeps flipping charges until one fits his narrative. He said over the radio that the auditor was putting other road users at risk, yet he detained him under terrorism offences and later arrested him for breach of the peace. He is a violent bully who hides behind his badge to inflict pain and distress on others. After the arrest, they took him to Normanton Police Station, where he was further arrested for an air aviation order offence. He was detained there for around 6 hours. By the end of the day, all charges were dropped. But of course, just as the auditor had warned those officers, he would not accept that abuse silently or willingly. He sued West Yorkshire Police and won a compensation of £3,500, and that wraps up another case of bad policing meeting real consequences. If you like seeing corrupt cops held to account, stay tuned for more.